People gonna interact that way.
What kind of stuff like I'm not saying go interview people. What kind of social media stuffs or other kinds of things would you be open to trying?
I mean, yo, like at this point, it's like that's another thing. Like we're not kind of like putting ourselves out there. Like I guess like people on our social media know us. Like like I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter. I'll do the IG lives here and there, but like this is something that I don't do often. Like this interview podcast, and like I don't do often. That I gotta do more. Like I should reach out to like more people that are um in that area of music, like whether it's podcasting on that interviewing, and like I should just get out more, show my face more, interview more, and let people know who's like put a face behind the name, you know what I mean? Like people just be able to be, oh yeah, KD2 times. So like I gotta put an actual face
I
behind it.
mean,
So
like just
this is something more that I gotta do behind
no,
it.
but like for real though, like just watching your stories, it looks like your life is pretty litty, all things considered.
I try, and that's another thing, like like it's what's the word I'm looking for? It's taxing. It's a little taxing. I won't lie. It's a little taxing what I'm doing. You know what I mean? But like, there's still like a image or like that. I still gotta uphold of who I am, even though like that's what I do. Like I go out, I do my thing. Like I try my best to be as social as possible. Like I'm very quiet in certain respects, but like you get me out in like a party or a club like that, like I'm out there, like always turn up. So like I'm giving you a first direct cut of like my life through like IG. You know what I mean? So you take it how it is.
I mean, it looks like it's entertaining. I was like, man,
I try, bro. I try.
but like, would you ever get to a point where you're like, I don't know, creating a little web series for yourself, like a little show, like you like vlog, like if you live a life that's interesting, vlogging is the move.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, personally myself, like, um, I would probably need a videography with me, like low key, like 24/7, or at least like when I go out. You know what I mean? That'll be something. So like I kind of have to find like that kind of person. I mean, has the idea like crossed my mind? Like, yeah, for sure. How would I go about it? But I just want to go about it like how other people go about their vlogging. Like I kind of want to do something like kind of different, like out of the box type of shit. You know what I mean? So I don't want to do what everyone else is kind of doing. So if I were to do that, like I have to like take my time and like, like process it and like dissect it and like see like what's like the good like a good market for myself. I want to just do some like a basic vlog. It'll have to be something where like that people haven't seen yet.
Mm.
Capture their attention.
I could see you and JS talking shit about football and shit, wrestling, whatever, just in like a podcast being like some entertaining ass like content.
For sure, man. Yo, me and him, we have like crazy conversations, man. Like whether it's like I'm at his house, we're at work, or like we just shooting the shit, bro. It's just our conversations like they expand wild, very wild, and like we're two like very creative people. He's very creative, man. He's a very creative person. So like the stuff that like we like kind of come up with, whether it's music, video ideas, whatever it may be, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of crazy how like our energies match like when we link up and stuff.
Alright, so let's like go outside the realms of the music and the football. What are some of the other greater ambitions that KD2 Times wants to pull off in his life? Because you're like, you got a lot of life left, and like, I imagine you're one of those dudes that can cook up a lot of things.
Yeah, that's a good question, man. Like ambitious. Like a lot of people been telling me I gotta like I don't want to toot my own horn, but like I find like I'm kind of good with this music thing, like playlist wise, like people been hitting me up is like, yo, could you make me a playlist? I need a playlist for this and that, and I'll throw them a playlist for like 20 songs and give it to them. And like some people just like, yo, man, you should really like pick up DJing, and I'm like, fuck, man, if I was gonna do that, I should have done that like earlier, like I don't know if I want to kind of do that now, but like that's like something that like
It's a good
I
time.
wouldn't mind. Yeah, I wouldn't mind, but like I kind of need that like boost. But like ambition wise is like, yeah, I wouldn't mind like, if I could teach myself to just get on the turntables and like figure shit out, it would be cool. I wouldn't mind having my own like recording studio. That's kind of cool. So I wouldn't call it like big ambitions, or I guess it's like personal goals or like just personal like things for myself. You know what I mean? So yeah, those are probably like the two that I'm kind of aiming for. The DJing is gonna be like kind of like, I've been like hopscotching around it, but like I should get to it
Yo,
sooner
but
than later.
even what you
Hopefully.
just described, my guy, I bet you could make money making playlists for people. Like if you actually just marketed that as a
Yeah,
service without DJing, because as you said it to me, I'm like, hold up. Like my work one time hit me up to make a playlist for like the office party, and it took me like a long time to make a playlist that was long enough for an office party. And if I really think about that, the company, if you find a price point that's less than a DJ, but good enough,
good
people would
enough.
like
Yeah,
would actually pay
for sure.
like for that curation.
100%. And I see it too. Like a lot of people don't, like if you go to like a party and like there's no DJ, they don't want to be at their phone taking care of the music the whole time. They'll
No,
rather
no
run
one
a
wants that.
playlist that's like about like, they'll rather run a playlist that's like 2 hours long and just let it ride out. And like I find like my music category is deep. Like I'm very open to like a lot of things like 70s, 80s, jazz, blues, you name it. Like I'm all for it. Like it's all there on my thing. So,
So how do you
it's
make a
something that
playlist then? Tell us a bit about that process. Like I don't know that many people that are like blatantly like I'm a dope ass curator. How do you like how does that work?
it really depends on the person and like what they ask for, bro. I mean, for the most part, like so far, just be like hip hop stuff. But like my boy just hit me up. He's like, "Yo, I need like I need like money motivation music." And he's just like, "Yo, send me like a few albums that does money motivation." So I sent him like Nipsey Hussle, like Mailbox Money. I sent him some Money Man albums. It's just like, it was pretty much easy. It wasn't a playlist, but like, bam, I could just tell you that. He's like, "Oh, yo, respect." So like, I mean,
Bro, if you went on
I just vibe
TikTok
out.
and like fucking did exactly what you just described to me, it would take you no time at all, require no additional people. And honestly, I found out there's a market of sponsored posts where motherfuckers will pay you to fake review their shit.
Yo, I'm not even on TikTok, bro. That's one thing I'm not on, bro. I haven't got into it. Like people send me TikToks and I watch them, but like I haven't got into the app itself. Like I don't know. I think I'm just like closing my mind to it. I should get
Nah,
into
I
it, though.
mean,
I
I
really should.
wouldn't have said anything except for what you just because I ended up interviewing a TikTok music coach. It just happened. That's
What's
what he does.
that?
Well, it's like a guru guy, like you know the ones on YouTube that tell you how to make money, except
Okay, yeah.
specialized in how to be a TikToker in music. And I joined his group and shit. But one of the things he does is these little music reviews. Because I'm a music reviewer back in the day. I don't really like to do it as much now, but like, so I'm sitting there back in the day, putting 8 hours into these motherfucking reviews and shit, right? This
Mm.
motherfucker creates 15-second reviews, and because of the clout is where it is, people pay for that. And I'm sitting there going, oh, that's a, that's a different side of TikTok that makes me look at it. I mean, it's not like 100% like if you got to do work to get there. It's not like you got to do stupid corny TikTok shit. But when I started realizing there was like ways to make short form shit like in my head, I started thinking about TikTok a little different. Like even football reactions. Like you guys watch your football games.
Mm.
Just as like a
Yeah.
quick idea, like you guys run a TikTok where in 15 seconds during your game you talk about the best play after every game.
Okay.
15-second
Yeah.
video, point and click shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's a very good idea, man. I have to really. I'm pretty sure after this, I'm gonna end up downloading TikTok because what's another thing is like I don't like when people send me the TikToks and like I gotta open it through the browser. I want to just open it through the app.
Yeah, it's
So like
better.
I'm gonna have to really like at least just maybe not sign up, but like let me just download the
Honestly,
app and
though,
have a look at it from there, bro.
it's I don't know, man. TikTok, I'm gonna warn you straight up. It's gonna know exactly what kind of girl you like way faster than you think it should. Way
Like,
faster. My boy hit. Okay, I told my boy this. He downloaded TikTok. He hit me back 4 hours later to confirm that. 4 hours. TikTok knew exactly what kind of girl he
that's
liked.
wild, bro. That's wild. But you know what the crazy thing is like I was heavy on what was the app? And it's Vine. Vine. I was
Say
heavy on
word.
Vine.
Like you created?
That was my thing. yeah, but not created, but like Vine was like, I wish I could still have my Vine account because there was some like gold on that thing, man. Like very much like good gold. Like the 6 second type of thing was perfect. Didn't need
Why?
more than that. Like that was enough. I don't know. It was just like that era that Vine was around. Like I was able to like, like 15, like when you go on like Instagram story, like yeah, 15 seconds, like 6 seconds is like if you could capture something within 6 seconds and like make it like the person's attention span doesn't like die out. Like 6 seconds is it's crazy. And like Vine was like my thing. I really wish I could get my Vine account back. I really wish I could bring it back somehow, some way. And that's what I kind of see like what TikTok is, but just like in like a higher version of it. Is that even there? Just like a more like pumped up version. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
and then mix it musically, where you got
Exactly.
like
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't even know, man. I'm sitting there, and sometimes I'm like on the, because sometimes it really gets you, and literally 10 minutes disappears, but it just has these really good songs, and then people do the strangest coordinations to the strangest songs, and I don't actually like it because it finds out what you like, and so it finds ways to like if you're into parodies of dances, it's gonna show you people making fun of the dances. If you're into like whatever, it's gonna figure it out, and then you realize, yo, TikTok is huge. It's got everything. It's like Instagram in a sense. It's just like a fuck ton of subcultures. At one point, I stumbled onto BDSM TikTok. I saw a man's in a suit because they had this dude.
Wildin', you're wildin', boy. You're wildin', dog.
But this was a dude in his suit, right? And they do the duet shit where it has the two screens, and he's sitting there with like a leash and shit, and he's like, yo, whatever, you're gonna come home and you're gonna do this, and you just like the pause like it's a rapper thing, and then girls be duetting on that shit. A homegirl I know did that. That's how I found out, and I like got in the rabbit hole,
Yeah.
and I'm like, yo, TikTok be wild. Like people be like cosplaying shit. They doing all kinds of narrative. Yo, I found out there's like people who create stories through TikTok accounts. Like just like they fucking film locations, and you gotta follow the account, yeah, to see what happens next. And it's like, honestly, I got way more into it once I got past like the people dancing and the kid shit. It's like, yo, there's like some wildly
Mm.
imaginative shit in TikTok that makes me kind of cool with the platform.